It's time for us to look at another beautiful, heartwarming experience. Of course, it's the Heritage Caravan. Heritage Month is on. Now, before we go to that, let me just quickly read this birthday message here. Happy birthday to our beautiful, beloved mother, Leona Salome, from her children, Fui, Kokui, Emefa, and Chachu. May the good Lord continue to grant her good health and happiness. Happy birthday, Mother Leona Salome. All right, well, we have a report by our colleague Fred Duho, and it's on the Heritage Caravan. Everything that happened summed up in a few minutes. Take a look.
On Saturday, March 4, 2023, about 156 patrons, including selected staff of Citi FM and Citi TV, gathered at the premises of Citi TV at Tesano in the Okankwe North Municipality at about 4 a.m. to begin activities for a road trip. Sponsors were there in their numbers bearing souvenirs to last the patrons for 7 days. After registering patrons with their tags, hot kinky was served with other English breakfasts as an alternative. The excitement embossed on their faces was telling.
Come from London especially to go on this trip.
Where did you hear this from?
I heard it from a friend, so I do have a friend that I'm travelling with. She is Ghanaian and she lives here, so I did it as a come to see her and also do a road trip together on this amazing experience.
Really looking forward for a great and momentous adventure throughout this country.
We are going to have the Jama session. So at this point, I want to now take you into the bus.
The bus eventually took off to Amejope in the Volta region, which is over 2,200 feet above sea level, the highest peak of human settlement in Ghana. The view over the hill is breathtaking, and the greenery is very oxygenated, giving a different kind of breath from the fumes in many parts of Accra. The crowd at the new canopy walkway installation was huge. Students from all levels and many institutions, including staff of the Ghana Ports Authority, were also present for an adventure. Patrons on the Heritage Caravan endured the strenuous hike and finally made it to the canopy walkway. The feeling, according to the caravanites, was worth the energy loss.
Oh yes, I've made it. But Charlie, it takes some time.
We have. Whoa. Finish that. Oh my God.
She's panting like. How did it go down there?
Oh, it was fun. It was a nice experience. Working on my cardio level. My heart rate. My heart is really pumping right now. It was great.
The caravan arrived at the Royal Sanctuary in the Eastern region at about 7:10 p.m. and patrons were checked in. The Kwampa Band, sponsored by Ebony Condoms, lightened the exhausted faces, which suddenly took to the dancing floor after dinner. Many retired to bed after 12 a.m. On day 2, the caravanites had breakfast.
So all is set. You can see patrons getting their luggage into the various buses. So we have 3 buses, bus 1, bus 2, and the third one is on the other side. And so they are going to embark on another road journey, this time around from the Eastern region where we're hosted by Royal Sanctuary Hotel. We're heading to the Ashanti region.
At a brief ceremony and a display of Adowa dance, the chief of Burnley took center stage as the invited guest. Addressing the gathering, Nana Bobie Ansan II appealed for support to have a cotton factory built on over 5,000 acres of land.
To seek assistance to help to expand the kente industry, improve and manufacture the yarn which is used to manufacture kente in Ghana, especially in Burnley, to bring the cost of production of yarn and kente very reasonable for everyone to be able to afford the cloth.
The managing director of Citi FM and Citi TV, Samuel Atamensan, used the opportunity to explain the essence of embarking on this trip.
But we've gotten to the time where we have to tell our own stories to promote the cultural assets that define who we are, which has brought us to this heritage, promotion of our heritage.
The EU ambassador in Ghana, Ichad Razali, who was installed as development chief of the area, in his statement mentioned that the EU in Ghana has the ultimate goal to support the youth to acquire skills.
We are currently, as we speak, launching a program this year to boost the private sector in Ghana, which will include promoting access to finance, capacity building, and other opportunities for the culture and heritage sectors.
The journey to the next destination, Bolgatanga in the Upper East region, was estimated at 12 hours. The sharp contrast in temperature from 18 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius compelled caravanites to adapt. The heat was skin-piercing, and it also drained the moisture so quickly. That was when Volta Mineral Water, one of the sponsors, hydrated everyone. After the long hours, the people of Bolgatanga, especially Ghana's Hotel, gave patrons a rousing reception with rich cultural display. The caravanites paid a courtesy call on the chief of Paga.
Is use your good offices to take it up to all who matter to try to reconstruct the bottom main gate or the arch which used to contain the inscriptions "Bye-bye, safe journey," and on the opposite side, "Welcome to Ghana," with a huge black star on top of it.
We'll do our best as a media house to highlight all the issues that you have raised and make sure that the people whose duty it is to resolve this issue are made aware.
The caravanites took pictures with the crocodiles at the Paga pond. They had the opportunity to see people's homes and stores on the borderlines, people whose bedrooms are in Burkina Faso and their sitting room in Ghana in the same house. The caravanites returned to Tamale for a great meal from the Global Dream Hotel. In less than an hour, patrons hopped onto their buses to Red Clay Studios. Ibrahim Muhammad, the artist, hosted the team in his movie theater. The Bono region was the destination. The next stop was the Morley National Park, in the biggest natural habitat in Ghana for the elephant and the ant, located in the Savannah region. The safari was extremely adventurous. Seeing animals live freely was aesthetic. Many patrons ranked the viewing of the giant elephant as one of their major highlights. Caravan arrived at Uzbek Hotel in Sunyani, and the reception was indescribable. All staff lined up to receive their guests. This was the venue for dinner and nightclub. On day 5, the bus arrived at Maha at about 10 p.m. The caravanites freshened themselves in readiness for a corporate dinner. They came out looking elegant and glamorous, and patrons danced their troubles away. The occasion was used to celebrate the birthdays of match bonds.
It feels very good. Very, very great. I feel very excited.
Were you expecting something like this?
Yes, because I was here last year. It was something similar for me last year. So I knew there was something like that going to come on this year as well.
So far it's been so good. I actually was supposed to be going back to US last Monday, but my wife convinced me to stay, and I have not regretted a bit. It's been like a super fun from day one, and I'm looking forward to coming back next year.
Samuel Atamensa, in his address, touched on the fact that the trip had no profit motive.
Tourism, for me, these are the low-hanging fruits for development, especially for least developed countries like ours, because our cultural assets that we have are rich and varied.
If you had to describe this in one word, the whole experience, what word would that be?
Fantastic and enjoyable.
Describe the feeling in one word, what would that be?
Oh, excellent.
Citi FM and Citi TV loyalists had served lunch buffet with brass band for the caravanites.
I am to express on their behalf appreciation and to commend Citi FM, the organizers and sponsors, for putting together this meritorious event.
It's very, very impressive. Through this trip, I've noticed many things. I've seen something that I haven't seen in my life before.
What is that?
Elephant, live elephant.
Some people had their fair share of birthday celebration where they were soaked in water. At every point, caravanites showed different dance formations to excite their senses. The caravan moved to the Rich Royal Hotel in Cape Coast. Another night of clubbing after dinner lasted till the following morning. The caravan left the Rich Royal Hotel at 11 a.m. to the Asin Manso Slave River. The history was told of how our forefathers and mothers endured cruel, inhumane, and wickedness of colonial masters to be auctioned to the highest bidder.
Walking from Salaga to Asin Manso is documented to be 400 miles. And 400 miles is almost 3 months of a journey. If all things being equal, and you are a woman, you have to go through 3 menstrual cycles. That was how tough the journey was.
The caravan journeyed to Accra and arrived at Citi TV premises at Tesano at about 5:50 p.m. on Saturday, March 11, 2023.
I'm equally sad that I'm going. I'm very sad because I got here and actually forgot about every problem I have.
I didn't think I was going to have so much fun, but I did, and I'm glad I actually came and enjoyed my time. So because we were sponsoring, as you can see, everybody's wearing red.
It's been 7 days, 14 regions. Time flies when you're having fun. I wish you could stop the hands of time.
This is the fastest 1 week in my life.
On the bus, as a rep of the National Lottery Authority, I educated my patrons on what we do as an organization.
What we stand for as a brand is to enable more people secure better futures. And you would have seen that in every city we go, we try to at least leave an indelible ink.
Heritage Caravan.
Wow, that looked like so much fun. Pegu, I think the next one I'm going to go.
You're going to go?
Yes.
Well, I'm not keeping my hopes up because let me be very honest with you.
You've tried?
No, it's not that it's not even that I've tried. I was sitting there somewhere. Then some men came to tell me that, you have to go. This year you have to go. In fact, this year you will go. Then he didn't even say just once. So he said like 2 or 3 times. This year you will go.
So that gives you a lot of assurance.
That means I'm sitting there somewhere. I'm not having expectation or anything. I'm just happy to be in life and, helping out where I can. Then it sets me up.
And then you were all excited.
And then,
here's
where I am. I'm here.
Here you are, watching the whole recap.
Okay. We're watching recap. That's what we are doing.
I mean, the recap was very interesting. And
but it was a fantastic event. And you can see that it is something that it makes sense when you've been through this to say, you know what, I got to do this again.
Yeah.
Because quite a number of the patrons this year were not new to the caravan.
The reviews and the testimonials were so great. I mean, the lady that was just crying that she didn't want it to be over. It really touched me. That's why I said the next time I'm going to
You got to go.
Anyway, it's time for us to take a...
Why don't I do a couple of birthday messages and then we'll go, okay? Right. So, happy birthday to my younger sister, Selena Williams, the woman who bore the beautiful twins I have in my family. I cannot thank you enough for all the support that you give me in this year. I pray that the Lord blesses you with all that your heart desires. We turn up today to celebrate a great woman with a great heart. Cheers to Selena Williams. I love you. I'm sure that's coming from Magdalene Williams. And then Oba Penny Bella Anderson, you are 91 years today. Wow. May the good Lord keep protecting you with more life ahead of you with perfect health. We love you and thanks for your loving care that you always shower on us. This is coming from Citi Owusu Norte, from Shomi, from Doreen and Kate, and all your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren, both in Ghana and abroad. Happy birthday to you, Obapenyin Bella Anderson.
Right.
All right, now with that, we take a quick break. There's more to come on Breakfast Daily. Don't go anywhere.